You ever say something in anger and regret it 5 minutes later? Or destroy your whole day because of one bad moment? One text, one rejection, one bad comment, one mistake, and suddenly your motivation disappears, your confidence disappears, and your brain turns against you. That's the scary part about emotions. They don't destroy your life in one day, they destroy it slowly through decisions you make emotionally, and most people never realize it. They think they have bad luck, bad discipline, bad habits. But the real problem is this: they are emotionally weak. And if you can't control your emotions, you will never control your life. Because every addiction, every distraction, every self-destructive habit starts with an emotion people don't know how to handle. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 things secretly controlling your emotions and the 3 things that help you finally take control back. But first, you need to understand why your emotions are controlling you in the first place. Point 1, why people lose control. Imagine this: 2 people get rejected. One person uses that pain to improve. The other destroys himself for a month. Same event, different emotional control. That means your life is not controlled by what happens to you. It's controlled by how your mind reacts to what happens. And most people never train that reaction, which leads to the first thing secretly controlling your emotions. Factor 1, instant reaction. Most people react before they think. Someone disrespects them, instant anger. Something becomes difficult, instant quitting. They feel bored, instant dopamine, phone, social media, food, scrolling. Modern people are not controlled by logic anymore. They're controlled by emotional impulses. And the more impulsive you become, the weaker your mind gets. Because every time you instantly react emotionally, you teach your brain emotions are in charge. And that becomes dangerous, because now your emotions control your habits, your decisions, your relationships, your future. But there's another reason emotions become uncontrollable. And this one is destroying millions of people silently. Factor 2, emotional suppression. Most people don't process emotions. They escape them. They distract themselves from sadness, distract themselves from loneliness, distract themselves from insecurity, music, scrolling, gaming, validation, endless entertainment. But suppressed emotions never disappear. They wait. And eventually, they explode as anger, anxiety, overthinking, burnout, self-hate. That's why some people look fine outside, but mentally they're collapsing inside, because ignored emotions become emotional poison. But there's one final reason people lose emotional control, and this one is the most dangerous. Factor 3, environment controls emotions. Most people think emotions come from nowhere. Wrong. Your environment shapes your emotional state. Think about it. If you constantly consume negativity, drama, comparison, toxic people, short dopamine content, your mind becomes emotionally unstable, your attention becomes weak, your patience disappears, your thoughts become louder. Eventually, you stop controlling your emotions because your environment is programming them for you. That's why some people feel mentally exhausted all the time, not because life is hard, but because their mind never gets peace. Now, here's the important part. If emotions can be trained negatively, they can also be trained positively. And this is where most people finally start changing their life. Point 2, how to control your emotions. Controlling emotions does not mean becoming emotionless. It means not allowing emotions to control your actions. And the first step is something almost nobody does anymore. Control method. Pause before reaction. The strongest people are not people who never feel emotion. They're people who don't instantly obey emotion. When anger comes, pause. When anxiety comes, pause. When insecurity comes, pause. Because emotions are temporary, but decisions made emotionally can damage your future permanently. Most regret in life comes from emotional reactions, emotional words, emotional decisions. So create space between feeling and action. Even 10 seconds of pause can save relationships, opportunities, your future self. But pausing alone isn't enough, because if your mind is constantly chaotic, your emotions will keep winning, which leads to the second control method. Control method 2, train your mind to handle discomfort. Most people are emotionally weak because they avoid discomfort all day, and avoidance creates fragility. That's why small problems feel huge to them. But every time you voluntarily do difficult things, work out when tired, focus when distracted, stay disciplined, when emotional continue when motivation disappears, you train emotional endurance. You prove to yourself, My feelings do not control my actions. That's real self-improvement. Not motivation videos, not quotes, not fake productivity. Real self-improvement is teaching your mind, I can function even when I don't feel good. That's power. But there's one final thing that changes everything, and this is what emotionally strong people understand better than everyone else. Control method. Control what enters your mind. Your mind is shaped by what you repeatedly consume. So if you feed your brain chaos, negativity, comparison, dopamine addiction, your emotions become unstable. But if you feed your brain focus, silence, discipline, purpose, your emotions slowly become calmer. That's why emotionally strong people protect their attention, their environment, their habits, because they understand something most people don't. Your brain is programmable, and every day you are either training your mind for weakness or training it for control. At the end of the day, your emotions are not the enemy. Uncontrolled emotions are, because anger can build discipline. Pain can create growth, fear can create preparation, but only if you stay in control. And that's the difference between strong people and weak people. Weak people react to emotions, strong people lead them. So next time life hits you emotionally, don't ask, why do I feel this? Ask, what am I going to do with this feeling? Because that answer can change your entire life. If this video helped you see yourself differently, subscribe.